Is No Man's Sky a game worth playing? Should I buy No Man's Sky or even come back to it after not playing for a while? We're going to answer these questions and more in this review of No Man's Sky in the summer of 2020. Hey guys, this is TheSurvivalBob, and in this video we're going to talk about what the game is and what it is not, and what you can do with the game, and finish with my recommendation as someone who's played for over 400 hours on both Xbox and PC beginning in February of this year. Let's start with what it is not and get that out of the way first. This game is not a survival or PvP style open world game. While it does have some survival elements to it, after about 30 minutes there's really not much survival to worry about. Now you can still die, but it's probably because you did something stupid. It's also not super hard. There's about 30 hours of story mode which you can follow at your own pace, which will teach you how to play the game and give you most everything you need to really have an enjoyable experience. This game is also not a thrilling adrenaline rush, although it's not totally without some surprising moments. Most of those occur underwater from my experience. There's just really some scary stuff down there if you don't watch out. Now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about what No Man's Sky actually is as a game. I would describe it as a massive open sandbox, space exploration game at its core, filled with beauty and wonder just waiting to be discovered. It includes a guided story with lots of lore mixed with heavy elements of crafting, building, flying spaceships, fighting space pirates, collecting the best spaceships, multi-tool, freighter, and fleet of space frigates, and let's not forget tons of different ways to make money and become filthy rich. If you're into having all the things, this game has lots of things to have. Now when you start the game for the first time, you'll notice there's 4 different modes. There's normal, survival, permadeath, and creative. Now normal is what I'm going to recommend you start with. It's going to give you more room in your exosuit backpack, as well as make things a little bit easier your first go around. Survival's a little bit harder with limited storage, and permadeath is permadeath. You die, it's over. Creative is also a great way to explore the game for the first time if you want to try out everything without having to go through the motions of getting it and finding it and learning how to craft it. You'll have everything from the beginning if you want to build bases, test exocraft, or just mess around in general. Now the first time you jump into No Man's Sky, you're going to wake up on a random planet, and you're not going to remember anything of the past. You're going to have a busted up suit, a busted up multi-tool, and you're going to have to find your ship, which is also busted up, and fix all these things in about a 30-minute required how-to lesson in the game that's going to walk you through the basics of how to play. Once you get to your ship, you're going to fly into space. You're going to visit a space station, meet some aliens, talk to them, learn a few words, and really start to get a feel for what this game is about. A little bit further into the game, you'll have access to the space anomaly, and you'll meet Nada and Polo. Nada and Polo are your guides as you play through the game. And the anomaly is basically a hub. It can be called into any system you're at. You can meet other players in the anomaly. It's a community center. There's a place called the Nexus where you can get community missions and play with other people. You can run into random people or meet your friends here. You can also buy upgrades for your spaceship, your multi-tool. You can buy exocraft, which are planet-based vehicles that are really fun to play with. You can buy upgrades for those, as well as multi-tools and extra slots for your backpack exosuit. There's 3 types of currency in No Man's Sky. There's units, which is the money that you buy most everything with, whether it be a resource or a component, a spaceship, or even a capital ship freighter. Then there's nanites, which are what you would use to purchase upgrades for your ship, your multi-tool, your exosuit, as well as upgrade the class of your starship. There's lots of different ways to get nanites, and if you're interested, I've got a few videos on that as well. And finally, there's Quicksilver. Think of Quicksilver as free V-Bucks. This is how you can buy just fun things to have in your base. Player heads, you can buy different pieces for your suit, you can buy plants, decorations, stickers, cool new backpack, and all of this is free and included in the game, so you're not wasting all the money like you would on V-Bucks or something silly like that. You can get Quicksilver through the weekly missions, as well as a daily mission. You can also get some through following the storyline, and you'll find some randomly throughout the game as well. Now this leads me to one of the most impressive aspects of this game, I think, and that's the fact that all of the updates since the beginning have been for free. There's no microtransactions in this game. They continue to update it and add new content at no cost to the existing player base. This is amazing for somebody who's come from lots of games where they constantly want to charge you for DLCs or new maps or something like that as an expansion to the game. No Man's Sky doesn't play that. No Man's Sky, you buy the game, you enjoy the game, and they've given us all the updates for free up to this point. No Man's Sky also includes a multiplayer function, which we touched on with the Anomaly. You can join a friend's game, you can go to their world, you can play with them, you can interact with their structures, you can use pretty much everything they have there. You can't take their stuff or their loot like you can in some games, but you can share resources, you can give things to other players, and you can generally explore with each other. You can team up to fight against the pirates or sentinels, you can go on missions together, you can build bases together, and even whole communities in No Man's Sky have been built around this multiplayer function. You can be a seeker of rare ships or multi-tools or even the famous Diplo. You can be a builder, a photographer, you can be an ocean builder and explorer, as well as an animal tamer in No Man's Sky. It also supports VR for PC and PS4. Guys, there is a huge community around No Man's Sky with Reddits, coordinate exchanges to help you find various items you're looking for in No Man's Sky. And honestly, this is one of the most generous and nicest communities around any game I've ever experienced. So final impressions, should I buy No Man's Sky or return to No Man's Sky after some time? Absolutely. Unless you're looking for PvP, you should jump into No Man's Sky. It's a ton of fun, it's a great community, there's constant updates, you've really got a dev team that supports this game and supports the community, and you're just going to have a lot of fun in a chill, relaxed environment that you can enjoy with your friends or alone, however you want to play the game. And as of the recording of this video, there are some great sales going on for No Man's Sky in Steam. I believe it's about half off right now, and Xbox is adding it to the Xbox Game Pass. So we are super excited about all the new players that are continuing to jump into this game and try it out on a daily basis, and look forward to seeing you guys around No Man's Sky and maybe in the Nexus on a community mission. Guys, this has been TheSurvivalBob. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to my channel for lots of great No Man's Sky content, tutorials, and a playthrough, and we will see you next time in No Man's Sky. Have fun, travelers.